welcome to the stream. That light's kind of low, isn't it? Awkward. You guys at -23? Alright, I'm at -23. How's everybody doing? I know, kind of happy, sad news. Happy, sad news. But yeah, today will be... I'm not done streaming forever, but I won't be streaming regularly anymore. Sad to say. It's been a fun ride, a fun year. Started streaming at the beginning of July last year. NES. But you know, it's a lot. It takes a lot to stream. And after a year, I appreciate the 1, 2, the viewers that are always on here watching me. I love you. You seriously, if that said 0 every time I got on stream, I would have been done a long time ago. But you kept me going. But you have to, when things like this, you know, whether it's streaming or you want to be in the NFL, whatever it is, you have to ask yourself, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this really what I want to do? And, you know, at the end of the day, I just feel like there are other things I want to give a go at. Okay. Other things I want to try, basically. That's my parents. I was a kid, flavor of the week. I had a new hobby, a new interest. And this captured me. And I wasn't someone who, I'm still not someone who's really a part of the Twitch community. And I don't know, for better or for worse. But yeah, I think not being a part of the Twitch community makes that kind of difficult to some extent to connect with this world. But like I said, it's been fun. And I will hop on here every once in a while for some streams. I did make a YouTube video, kind of poor timing on my part, but yeah, I did make a YouTube video. She did it twice. It's not terrible. The second one's not bad at all. It's this really nice Valorant match, overtime. It ended up being a draw because some motherfucker. You know how it is. You can't get everybody. Always. I'm pretty sure in that voting system, it could be one person on their team too. I don't think there's anyone on our team. But anyway, it's a cool match. If you're in the Discord, I don't know. Check out the YouTube. That's BlackFireX. If you want to see the one and only cool YouTube video. I don't know. Actually, I gotta say the trailer that I made, just the trailer I made for the Twitch, I am so proud of that. If there's one thing I took from this year, no, it certainly wasn't how to make trailers. That's for sure. Now, if there's one thing I took, gosh, what did I haven't really reflected on my year of streaming yet. I haven't really thought about what I gained, what I lost. But it takes a lot of time, you know, and as a parent of a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and I don't know if I told you guys, but we have a third on the way. Her name is Isla. Will be Isla. It takes a lot of time. And in imagining that future with 3 kids, imagining streaming for 2 to 4 hours a night, I don't know. It just didn't. I couldn't see it. You know how that is? Like your brain like goes through multiple iterations of a potential future. And the one with me as some famous streamer with 1,000 people here watching me, I don't know. I just couldn't see that. And I didn't. If I could help someone out there that's watching, then this has all been worth it. Can't you just do it for fun? Yeah, and that's kind of what my wife had said as well, you know, because this has been hard, you know, making this decision. But yeah, rather than streaming every day, you know, but 2 days a week or whatever it's been for the past year, the amount of hours I've put into streaming. But it has been fun. You know, it hasn't been a waste by any means. And I think moving forward, that's what it'll be. I now have a Discord, which is awesome. I don't know how old you are. Some Goner. Am I saying that right? Like a boner, but Goner. I don't know how old you are, but it's like an old Ventrilo. You know, it's like a place where all my friends can hop in and we can chat. And it's been really cool to indoctrinate myself into this younger world, if you will. I would say most people streaming are under 30 years old. But now when I stream, I'll be hopping on at random. Goner. And his gone doesn't rhyme with boner. Oh, goner. Oh my gosh. Is that how you say he's a goner? Is that how you spell that too? Like, oh wow, he's a goner. Oh my gosh, if I had seen that, I guess if I saw it in a book, it'd be different. Hell yeah. Do it for fun. Yeah. So now I'll hop on. Here's where I'm torn and where my brain tries to justify the keeping it around. Just tonight, my son, before he goes to bed, we play Fortnite. And I said one game. We can play one game. We did a duos. Oh, thanks for the follow, Some Goner. Sorry, I did it again. Man, when I see that, I just see boner. I don't know if it's because it's the G. Some Goner. But we played one game of Fortnite and we won. And it was an awesome match. And I'm like, why? It's like I wasn't streaming. I wasn't recording. You know, like when you're streaming, you're always recording. And that was really cool to know that everything I was doing in the game was recorded. I don't know. Maybe that's kind of odd, like wishing a Orwellian world on myself here. But it's nice. Maybe it's as you get older, it's like this fear of dissipating into the ether when you die someday. But you're like, I want to leave something behind. I started doing. I haven't. No, that makes sense. Thank you for helping or agreeing with me. I started doing this, you know, like in Star Trek, they'll do like captain's log. So like, because I was trying to do a diary, you know, like maybe I'll just write something, just like one sentence every day. And long story short about my writing, I can't anymore. Like I'm thinking too fast for me to write, and then I want to erase. I write and erase too much to actually write. And I couldn't do it. And so I was like, you know, dude, I'm going to do like a captain's log. So I'll like hit record and be like captain's log. And it's like, just like I'm streaming, but like I'm really talking to myself or talking to like a future child that's like watching this in the archives or whatever. And it was like the most emotional thing ever. Because it was like the whole time you're just imagining yourself dead and your child watching this video after you've gone. Oh, it's so sad. But I realized like that's part of streaming, I think, for me. Is this like record, is like this archive, you know, this like, oh my gosh, look at my dad when he was 31 years old. Is he trying to be a streamer? It'll be a sick time capsule. Yeah, I've only done oh, my dog's outside. Hold on. Yeah, but it'll be a cool time capsule to find one day. But also for myself too, right? Because like, I don't know if it's quarantine and COVID and all this shit, but it's like, if you work from home now and I work from home, days meld into one another. They just melt. Like, so to have, I don't know, to be like feeling a certain way, whether it's anxiety or depression, or maybe you're super happy, and to be able to be like, I haven't always felt this way. Look, and go back and like look at an older video and be like, see, why were you feeling like that? You know, it's like to get that perspective in whatever regard it is, whether you're really happy to see yourself sad, like, hey, that's how it's been. I've been shortly here as your viewer, but I enjoyed your gameplay, mainly out of nowhere conversations with you and your friends. Magmalaser. Thank you. That means a lot, man. And that's the thing with streaming, right? Like, I never had content. I mean, it literally is just me and my friends hopping into Discord and we're just talking. And so it's like not the most, I don't know. I mean, I appreciate that you're entertained and you enjoyed it. That really means a lot. But yeah, so here we are. What do you guys do? What's your story? Oh, Hidden Whisper. She's awesome. Yes. Weren't we talking about driving? Right? Like when you can get a license to do certain things. That was a very vague question. Wow, that feels so long ago. That was a month ago. Yeah, here we are. Life. Do you guys have kids? Why last stream? I just feel like it's time to try something new. I've been doing this for a year, teach, and you know, this is the most viewers I have. 3, and it's not that I don't appreciate every single one of my viewers. The fact that you hop in and watch someone that has no viewers, it became something I loved to do because I appreciated it so much. The amount of like small streamers that I hop into that have 2-3 people watching them, and to raid them with 4 people or 5 people to watch them light up is just it's the coolest thing. Why don't you do more just chatting then? Like, what would that solve, Goner? Got it right that time. What would that solve? I mean, would that be less? I guess what am I trying to solve for, right? Marketing, advertising, creating a brand for yourself, creating a community. I've been doing this for 7 years now. Exactly. Right. No, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you have to go, after this past year, with what little I've dipped my toes in, I realized this takes a lot of work. So then the question comes, do you want to really put in that work? You know, it's like someone who aspires to be a famous author. It's like, yeah, but do you know what it takes to be a famous author? Like how much you're gonna have to write, how much you're gonna have to travel, whatever, you know, it's like, oh yeah, or a movie star, you know, place your profession here. It's like when you really think about what it takes, it's like, do I really want that? Do I really, like, at the end of the day, that's part of what I was saying, Teach, like, you know, we go through these hypotheticals of imagining different futures of and placing ourselves in these different images of a future, potential future. And it was one that I just couldn't see as that, I don't know, beneficial. I mean, the question is, what's your goal? That's exactly the question. And I was going to say, if I entertain, you know, if people are telling their friends about the stream, like, oh, this guy's funny, come check it out. Like, or it's fun to watch. Like, he's not the best gamer, but, you know, like if I'm entertaining, then I've done my job. You know, but do I want to put in the grind, that outreach, that community? Do I want to build that community so that people come and see me as funny? Or, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to, is being famous the goal? Is it having fun and making some money? Having fun and making some money. Definitely the latter. It's not about being famous. I could be on a team. I got a friend, it's James, who streams. He's got a whole team. It's like I'm a Scorpio. I could be in the background, but I'm hard-headed, and Twitch streaming pool is so saturated. Right. Nowadays, because anyone can do it. Fun fact, if you have at least 10 viewers as an affiliate, you're in the top 30% of Twitch. Well, I don't. So, no, I actually don't. Definitely don't. And you have to have what? To be a partner, not that that's the goal, but I think it's 75 is your average. I was like, damn. Someone on Reddit recently was like, hey guys, how can I get more following on my social? I average like 25, 35,000 viewers per stream, but my socials don't get as much traction. I think he was trolling, but it's like 30,000 per stream. Big difference. Yeah, no, right. That's for partner. Yeah, I don't know what the goal. I think it was to have fun, or is to have fun, and it's to share. It's like I would have this more or less with or without streaming. Like I built this desk for my 3D printing and my hobbies, and I just thought like, dude, it's work from home. Like no one, I don't get. Hardly people come over to my house. Like rarely do they come over to my house. So I was like, dude, I want to, this is what inspired the streaming. I was like, dude, I want to share this. I want to like set it up, like I used to do YouTube Vapor Hut vaping videos, reviews, tutorials, that kind of thing. And I loved it. I loved the filming. I loved the video editing and all of that. The problem is now I have a job, and here's part of what's pulled me away from streaming. Now I have a job, a sales job, which requires a lot of mental time, like spent thinking about your opportunities, the things you're working on in your sales world. And when I'm doing something like this, yeah, Vapor Hut is the shit. No, I had my flow, I had my long. But when you're doing something, when I'm doing something like this, which as I said, I love to do, I love the filming, I love the editing, I would make YouTube videos all day long. I would stream, I would at night, or rather vice versa, I would stream at night, and then all day I would clip videos and make YouTube videos, and I would have a blast doing it. I would absolutely have a blast. But if I did that, I couldn't do it in any small percentage. It takes up literally 80% of my time. And I have no time for family, my job, which actually brings in money to support my family. I wouldn't have time for these other things. I now coach lacrosse, and a third baby on the way. So it's just become one of those things. I joked when I was telling Fatty and the gang that I was going to be done streaming. I was like, you know what though? If I hopped on and I got 100 followers in that stream, I think I'd keep going. It was like my brain was like, but if this happened, thanks Teach. Yeah, it's a girl. I did it. Right. So just stop making it a commitment. That's what's hard, because when you look at anything out there about how to grow your stream, how to grow your presence, get more of a base, and this is more viewers, but maybe I should do just chatting more often, or maybe the title is clickbaity. Thanks for the follow. Meanwhile elsewhere, I like that name. Maybe I should do just chatting more often. But if I'm not committed to it, if I'm not on a schedule, from my understanding, people don't watch you. So it's like, and I thought, third, no offense, but even one seems a lot for me in the future. Yeah, man, one is a trip. One is crazy. Two is super fun, because that first one is getting older, and it's like you're experiencing all the new things. It's like I've never had a 6-year-old. So everything, as he's getting older, it's all new for me too. It's fucking awesome. Right, so, building a community, but right, that consistency of getting on whatever your schedule is. And when I've thought about it, it's like, if I got on once a week, how am I building any community? Like, how am I, why would I want to come watch some random guy once a week? Now, if that guy's on every night at 10, shit, I might start just like, oh, it's 10 o'clock, fuck it, turn on Blackfire. It's like, maybe I could take more of that market. So that was the idea. It's like, I can't go, I'll rearrange myself. I can't go 20%. I can't go 30%. It's hard for me to say just like, well, I'll just do it without the commitment. However, that is kind of what I'm saying I'm going to start doing. I'm going to try. This is kind of still a commitment, but I'm going to try and stream once a week. Certainly not 6 times a week. And then maybe like throughout that week, I actually think of like things for the stream. Like whether it's things to talk about or games to play. Twitch is a time pass for most viewers. It doesn't matter if you have a steady schedule. I wonder, we need like a case study here, like how you guys found me. Like you found me through someone in Valorant that I think I was playing with Hidden Whisper. And I building that community, right? I was pumping out like, check out the Twitch. So it's like, that's how you found me. But it's like, how would anyone, you're a busy man and is exhausting as fuck. Keeping the motivation is probably hard starting from the zero. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really tough. There have been nights where I look back at that stream recap and it's like the last hour and a half, literally no one was there. And it's just like, what the fuck am I doing? You know, it's like, it's a disheartening moment when you see that. And then it's a fucking pendulum though, right? Because like, and then this community is so amazing. Like one of these guys, it's Jack that I follow. James is the guy I was talking about before. If I said it's James, I think it's just James. It's Jack is a streamer, and he rated me one time with like 68 viewers. I mean, it was the happiest I had ever been streaming. You know, it was such a cool experience. And to see them not all just like drop off and dissipate, you know, it was like, they like me. You know, it was a bit of validation. And so it's kind of like gambling, right? It's like almost like living for those moments of, I just scrolled down and found you. You just scrolled down and found me. So we just got some algorithms at play here. Maybe you, meanwhile, elsewhere, do you play Valorant? Or Counter-Strike? Overwatch? I bet Twitch figured you'd like me. The world of streaming. Any other questions? I love the dialogue. I love it. Let's keep it going. Val. Nice. That's probably of my last 100 hours of streaming, I'd say 65 of those hours have been Val, so that would make sense. It's just like real world, making the rich people more rich, just like the algorithm makes fans more. See, and that too, you know, like kind of came to mind with this whole, not epiphany, but you know, just kind of like maybe I should change things up. I haven't. I quit for a little bit, for about a month, and then I was like, you know what? And I was doing these nicotine lozenges that I liked. Still have them. I still do them sometimes, but no, I haven't fully quit vaping. But no, and that was the other thing about the algorithm. Sorry, ADHD. Magma, like, it's like, what do I have that some other streamer doesn't have times 10? You know, and I'm not trying to put myself down. I'm not trying to just, it's just like, I'm not thinking up, like, let's do a cool show. Like, I have a team that's going to put together a story afterwards and clip it. I don't know. It's a lot of the onus is on me. Passion. You think I have more passion than I see? I don't know. I guess that's all neither here nor there. It's your perspective, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of entertaining streamers out there that do their job. Like if this were my job, yes. Like I'd have you know, it'd be like my YouTube videos. I'd come up with funny stuff. We'd do blooper. I mean, it was a good time. It was my job. And so there's part of me, I think another reason why I started streaming was, and why I am ending it to some extent, was it's out of envy. It's like I see these streamers and I'm like, dude, I could do that. It's like, yeah, but could I, like, am I willing to put in what it takes to actually do that? You are the same as XQC, even better in every category, but the reality and the algorithm are against small creators. Hard, easy to lose motivation. It's not easy to grow, but goddamn, once you start get going, it's rewarding. True, and I appreciate that, Magma. That's I've watched him a bit. He's an interesting guy. He's very explosive. Might not be the right word per se, but he can be very expressive, and that's what I mean. Not that. I guess when I stream, yeah, I am trying to put on a show to some extent. You know, like I'm gonna pester that question, or I'm going to, you know, make fun of Tom a little bit harder, or you guys have watched, you know, Spawn can get under my nerves. He can, but no, love the guy. And no, this isn't champagne. It's actually Waterkeeper. If anyone would like the recipe, I just posted the instructions to Reddit today. That's what I've been doing too lately. I've been on Reddit, like trying to be more active in Reddit. I've really, kind of like the Twitch thing, I've taken something from that community that I really want to get back to. Not to take anything away from it, but XQC was also a pro Overwatch player. Well, right. And that's and the controversies he had also stirred. Right. I think letting go of the commitment would be good for you. I think so too, Gonner. I think so too. I think just hopping on like this and making you guys like my therapy. I think that'll work. And what come what may. Or what is it? Meanwhile elsewhere. Who knows? Yeah, we'll just see where it goes. But that is, you bring up a great point, Teach. Like, half, just making up statistics. So what is what? No, I said what come what may. And then I said, or meanwhile elsewhere. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. I'm more of a lurking animal mainly, but I gave some hours here. Magma, that means a lot. That drink. Oh, I'm sorry. The drink. Waterkeeper. Fucking. Waterkeeper has spent 0 seconds watching. That didn't work. He tried to, he tried to flex. It's Waterkeeper. Here, I'll spell it here. It's Waterkeeper. It's chock full of probiotics. It tastes like pop. And you can literally make this shit with water and sugar. Is all it takes. There's a few other ingredients, but you don't need them. Really, water and sugar will do. You leave it out in the warmth. The kefir grains, which look like gummy bears that weren't cut into bears, but cut into random shapes. That's what kefir grains look like. Here, let me get a picture up. It is carbonated. So as the I got my big screen. Here we go. So as the kefir grains grow, they fart. And the fart, this kind of makes it look like rice. There we go. Yeah, so look at this. Okay, I just wanted to look at the picture. See that? Wow, it looks like popcorn or like cottage cheese almost. But yeah, they're these kind of clear yellowish grains. And they grow. in the water and sugar. They eat the sugar and they piss and poop, basically, just like beer. It's a fermentation process. After 2 days, you then take it off, you add a little, you strain out those kefir grains, you add a little more sugar, you put it into bottles, and then you basically put it in the fridge. And you have carbonated, like, it's like eating sauerkraut in terms of probiotics. It's not quite as good. I just read this today. Yeah, you're drinking grain farts. And grain piss. I mean, that's what beer is, though, and alcohol. I mean, it's yeast piss. I mean, if we're going to get really technical, it's their excrement. Yeah, I'm trying. There you go. You see the bubblies. If I grabbed a bottle out of the fridge and opened it right now, it would sound like champagne. So, awesome. That's how you know you did it right, too. The first couple of times I did it, I missed a step where you kind of leave them out after you bottle them in the warmth to let the bubbles really get into it. Yeah, I'm going to stick with beer. Beer, in whatever quantities, I forgot what it was, but beer's good for you because it's fermented. You have probiotics in beer. So from a probiotic perspective, beer's great. But yeah, if you're not eating yogurt or sauerkraut or kimchi, get yourself some water kefir. Is it worth the trouble? It's so easy. I know like what I've just described sounds like a lot, but it's literally like taking a big mason jar, filling it with water, adding sugar, pouring in those gummy bear looking kefir grains I showed you, and then leaving it for 2 days. And then you take it and you pour it into those bottles. I mean, like there's really like nothing to it. And the great thing is those kefir grains grow and multiply. So every time I do a batch, I put them in the compost, but I'm throwing away 75% of the kefir grains. I only have to save like 1 cup. Like, so I put 1 cup with some sugar water back into the fridge and I leave it for the next time I'm going to make it. But it's awesome. Like I got my 1 cup from my dad. If any of my friends, no one has taken me up on it yet, but if anyone would like to, I'll sub for a beer check. Well, I don't have any beer, so it'd be a shame. But what's great is all that kefir, I could hand that out to my friends and now boom, they're set for the rest of their life. They can just keep making kefir with the same grains. They multiply, you save a little bit, throw them away, they multiply. It's awesome. You just have to buy the sugar. I don't want to waste a whole kefir, or I would chug a kefir. Nothing to chug for you. And it's a shame because I was in a frat. Chango, which was my nickname in the frat. Chango means island monkey. I liked to climb trees, despite my 6 foot, 250 pound stature. You know, it's funny, when I started the stream too, I was like, dude, I'm going to run to the store real quick, get some alcohol, you know, just loosen things up, you know, for this farewell. And I was like, I don't want to make you guys wait like 15 minutes. However, now I'm kind of considering a little break. And then I could go get some beer. Sticky wicket. Do it? You think so? It's like, it'd literally be 15 minutes. We could time me. Why don't we do that? At 10:45, I'm gonna go. And I'll be back by 11. Right now it's 10:37. I don't know what time zone you guys are in. You love beer a lot in it. In it? You love beer a lot. I actually don't like love beer a lot. I think I will get beer. I don't know. My wife says if I'm gonna drink, my wife's pregnant, obviously, so we're actually not drinking very much at all. Because otherwise, it was like almost every night. That's fucking COVID for you, right? So it's like this is a really good thing, lightening it up a little bit. But no, she said if you are gonna drink, oh, it's British, innit? Oh, you love beer a lot, innit? Innit? What does that mean? Like don't you? Oi, don't blaspheme. Sorry, now I'm reading like a Brit. Would I blaspheme? Oh, blaspheme the beer? No. I mean, we're not drinking like, well, you drink whatever beer you'd like to drink. I went to Western Illinois University where we drank, God, I was just trying to remember the name of this for someone the other day. Western Illinois, Macomb, Illinois is like the number one they're the number one consumer of this beer, and it's like a shit beer. It was like, you could get 30 beers for under $10 easy, ain't it? It might, no, it wasn't Bush. Because it was something I like wasn't, like, it wasn't like I had never heard of it. Hold on. Macomb, Illinois, beer consumption. Yeah. That wasn't the right Google. Favorite beer. Yingling? No. I don't even know what that is. Oh, fun fact, Budweiser is the most popular beer in Illinois. Didn't know that, but could have guessed it. We have so many Budweiser commercials. See, it's not a brewery. All these are breweries I'm getting in Macomb. Anyway, I like beer. Budweiser. I'm probably gonna grab. They have some of the Revolution. Is that a local? Teach, do you know? Is that a local beer to this area? I don't know why I'm asking you. You're from Michigan, but Revolution Brewing, they make some delicious IPA. They are from Illinois, largest craft brewery. You probably have Revolution everywhere, though, right? You guys ever had like Anti-Hero? Or Anti-Hero is probably gonna be the one I grab. Never heard of Revolution. Okay. These. Oh. They're one of those IPAs that does the, the crazy art on their beer. I'll show you. This is the first time I've ever sat in just chatting. No one's in Discord, and I'm literally just talking to chat. I mean, it's this is pretty cool. We're gonna European ass, also never heard of it. That doesn't entirely surprise me. Wait, not Belgium, Bulgaria, right? Was it Belgium or Bulgaria? I'm gonna do this so we can pull the screen out if we need to. Yeah, I just stopped doing the green screen. Bulgaria. I wish we were like Belgium. Well, I was thinking of Belgium. Doesn't Belgium have beers? Belgium wheat beers. Center to screen, and that happens. Interesting. Is it? Belgian. Triple Carmelier. Not Carmelier. Carmelier. Triple Carmelier. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that sounds pretty good. You know what I had recently that I did not like? It was a peanut butter whiskey. And I like peanut butter. I really do. And my friend was like, "Oh, I made this. You'll appreciate this," he says. And it's like peanut butter whiskey. I wish I could remember some of these other ingredients. Oh, one was a butterscotch. And I knew as soon as I tasted it, I'm a toffee guy, not a butterscotch. I despise butterscotch ever since I was a kid, and I confused the toffee candies with the butterscotch candies, and they look so similar. And I pop it in and be like, "Ooh." It sounds very solid. Here we have 4.5 mainly. 4.5. That would be like a pretty standard beer here. I think like the Budweisers, I think those are probably like 4 or under that. The Revolution I'm talking about, that's like an 8. That's a high. Are we getting booze or what? Oh yeah, ready? Let's go. Be right back. Let anyone know who comes in. We're on a booze run. All right. Thanks, Connor. 10 minutes. Oh, man. Yeah. Super. Denmark. Goner, I didn't know you were in Denmark. Here's the anti-hero. Not an 8%, 6.7. They do have their half hero is a like a 7.3. I got a thing about cans. Oh, champ. I dropped frames. Guess I'm not gaming, so. Cheers. Connor. Magma. Meanwhile, elsewhere, I don't know. Do you have a beer? You guys like my 3D printed it? Like a dragon scale koozie. We live in. What a world. So what are you guys up to tonight? Hanging out, surfing the web, the interweb?